Hey.
Hey everybody.
What up?
I think I surprised Amy. I hit the camera a little early. Just a quick little vlog, tell you about our day, if anybody's interested.
Candy.
So, yeah, we got a bunch of candy. You can see that in the Walgreens haul that I'm sure is you've either already seen or going to be linked down below. So,
shouldn't you be on this side if you're the one talking?
No, because you're going to jump in here in a minute. So it's Labor Day. We get up this morning. So my trash actually ran today, which I was surprised about. But I had forgot all the stuff in the freezer downstairs at Amy.
Yeah, I went through the freezer and cleaned out the stand-up freezer. I've still got to do the other freezer, but there was some stuff that needed to go. That's another reason I'm doing the stockpile challenge is we're letting a lot of stuff go bad, and I can't stand that. He can't stand that either. It's a waste of money.
Yeah.
I don't like wasting food when there's so many people who don't have food. So we're going to eat down that stockpile, and we're trying not to buy anything except what we need to complete a meal.
You know, it's crazy as a nation how much food we waste.
It's like billions of tons of food.
So, anyway, Amy's like, did you get the stuff out of the freezer that was in the door to throw away? And I'm like, no. So I ran down and got it. Trash had already ran this morning, surprised me. So we took off toward the trash dump. Had some boxes. Get there, the trash dump is empty.
It is closed.
So.
And our trash dump it didn't used to be. Back in the day, you could take the trash off at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we have. Not anymore. Yeah,
it's all behind the fence.
And I think it's because it's all compactors now. So, they don't want anybody smushing anybody. I've seen too many forensic files.
Yeah, really. So, that's closed. We turn around. Now, my stepfather used to own a business. He sold just a few months ago. It was close by. And, I could have thrown it in his dumpster, but he sold it, so didn't have it. Take off through town to get some food, and we spot a trash truck.
I'm like, there's a trash truck.
So, I hate I didn't have any. Well, anyway, so I stopped this guy, and I'm like, look, I'm really sorry to bother you. I didn't know the dump was closed. I have one bag of garbage I really need to get rid of. Is there any way I can throw it in the back of your truck? And he's like, well, you can't. And I said, okay, I understand. He says it doesn't work that way. The back doesn't open. It's only to dump. He says you would have to get it up into the top of the truck. And it's a tall truck.
It's a mighty throw with a bunch of frozen food.
Yeah. So, I thanked him, and I said, I appreciate it. I'm sorry to have bothered you. And he's like, well, wait a minute. He said, there's a dumpster right here. You can throw it in the dumpster, and then I'll dump the dumpster. So...
Which he'd already done.
So he opens it up for me. I drop the bag in there. He dumps it. And I thanked him profusely. I never have cash, so I wish I'd have had something to give him. But
we use debit for everything.
Cash may not even exist anymore as far as I know. If anybody out there actually has cash, let me know, just to make sure there are little green bills floating around.
It's not just numbers.
Yeah, it's
transferring digitally.
But, the guy was so nice to let me do that.
Yeah, I believe there's still very good people in this world, especially in the South. We're just... Down here, we just treat everybody like family. We do. Like, we went to IHOP in Tennessee a couple of years ago, and that woman treated us like we were just... like she was serving her family.
Yeah, and at the end of the meal, she came by. She's like, are you still hungry?
Did you get enough to eat?
Yeah.
Which is something you will hear a lot in the South.
Yeah.
Or, have you ate yet?
Have you ate? Yes. Like back in the day when my grandmother was alive, I never went and saw Grandma that I either didn't eat a plate or take food home with me.
Oh my God, my aunt, she was the type... And I'm sure she's still like this. Bless her heart. I love her to pieces. I'd be like, I seriously just ate. I'm full. Or I'm trying to lose weight. And she's like, you're going to hurt my feelings. Yeah. That is a typical Southern like grandmother, aunt. It's just, yeah. And you're like, okay. Because you can't bear to break their hearts.
I know I've shared this before. One time I was at my grandmother's house. She wanted me and Mom and Dad to come over and eat, so we did. And while we were eating, a door-to-door salesman knocked on the door, and he ended up leaving with food. I mean, honestly, he was like, no, I'm fine, I don't need anything. He ended up leaving with some food. I'm just saying. Oh, bless her heart. I've seen times that Mama, she would build her a plate, and she would use, like, for instance, if she's getting salad, tomatoes would be sideboards on the plate so she could stack more higher. You know, like if we ate at a buffet, and I'd be like, Mama, you can come back.
You can make another trip. It's all you can eat. You don't have to eat it all at once.
Oh, my goodness.
Which we had a buffet today. We had a breakfast buffet. I still think we got charged tax twice.
So we ate at a place called the Iron Skillet. They had a breakfast buffet, which was $9.95. So we got two buffets, $9.95. Amy got sweet tea. I got water. And ended up being 26 something.
Yeah.
And
it might have been some really expensive sweet tea.
I mean, it may have been. Or maybe they charge for the water, which most places don't. But I just kind of looked at her, and Amy said, or basically, wasn't the tax already on there? And she's like, no, it wasn't. So I don't know.
Yeah. So it's a good little place to eat. Breakfast was pretty good. The potatoes were the best.
I don't know, that bacon was really good. Bacon, as you know, is meat candy.
Sausage was pretty good. It wasn't... I'm really used to Swaggerty sausage, so... You just get used to that one certain taste of sausage.
Mm-hmm.
And I like my sausage... I don't like it fried to the point of, it being incinerated, but I also don't like it being really underdone. Or not underdone, you know what I mean. Just barely done. Like Burger King sausage. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that stuff's nasty.
There's a place that I have breakfast kind of regularly when I'm working, and they bake their sausage, which isn't, awful, but they bake it to temperature per amount of time. So sometimes the sausage is a little pink inside.
Oh.
And I mean, I understand they're like, we do it whatever the guidelines are. We bake it at, 5 billion degrees for 5 minutes or whatever. And sure, everything is killed inside, but I still can't stomach.
No, I would not eat pink sausage for nothing. Oh, no. Ew. I mean, for a long time, people were like, you want to cook pork until it's, done. And then somewhere along the lines that changed and people are eating rare pork. And I'm like, oh, heck no. No.
Well, no, I like my bacon with some chew to it.
That's fine, but I don't want my pork loin,
no,
with blood coming out of it. That's, oh, no.
So like we said, got some good deals at that Walgreens haul. Pretty amazing how Amy made out, so you might want to check that out.
Yeah, the points was just fantastic.
And a similar thing happened to me a week or two ago. I was in there and I walked away, and it's like, how did I get this many points? And I never figured that out.
Don't complain.
No, don't complain. Now, something I do when they have those friends and family sale, and they had a pretty good one not too long ago.
Yeah, he came home with 3 new friends.
Yeah, they were out of family. I had to just go with friends. And, well, that one was a little weird. I had to take him back. But we all have that one friend now, don't we? But I actually ended up getting 2 Blue Rhino propane cylinders.
Yeah, they were 25% off, wasn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So, look for those sales. Always good.
Our Blue Rhino around here are $49.99 if you buy, if you just get a tank rather than trading one in. We were over in Tennessee, and it was $59.99. It was holy crap.
Yeah, it was.
So, we need to take one that we've got out there and trade it in.
So let me know out there what your Blue Rhino prices are. Because, I mean, if they're really cheap, I might make a field trip.
Road trip!
Tony's Blue Rhino tour across America.
Come on. I don't know if that's a trip I'd want to take. All those blue rhinos in the back of the vehicle.
It is kind of funny because as I'm coming back, I had them in the vehicle where I thought they were pretty sound. I hit a hump. One rolled over.
Oh, God.
And then it was rolling back and forth in the back till I got to a place I could stop and fix it. And, you know, I know they're really sturdy and that's not going to hurt them probably. But also there's that little thought in the back of your head. Is my vehicle about to explode?
So, we're going to check back in a little later. There's something, I don't know if Tony will get it put together today or not. But we're going to go on a journey.
Ooh, I don't remember this. Oh, that.
Yeah, we're going to have to take some pictures.
The monolith over there.
We're going to have to take some pictures, which we won't show for months and months and months. Before and afters.
You kind of expect to see apes with sticks.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun,
dun.
If anybody knows the movie I'm talking about, say so below.
Oh, you weren't talking about the Elvis in Hawaii concert?
Don't tell them the answer. Oh yeah. Have yourself a buffet.
Okay, so we'll check back in later to show you about that. Like I said, if we get it put together. Y'all, be careful with these.
Let me see that bottom piece.
I don't know if you want to touch it.
I'll look at it.
I have some of these. I'm not going to touch it because it may have it on that side. LED candle lights. And batteries had gone out a few months ago, and I decided that I was going to change them because, as you can see, I moved everything from behind me. I'm going to start getting the fall stuff, which I'm going to move a piece of furniture back here. This is going to change a lot behind me. And anyway, I got to get the batteries changed in these, but this one I'm going to have to clean because it's got corrosion all in it.
Yeah, that's weird. Normally it lasts longer.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if... I don't know. So I've got other ones I have to open, and I'm kind of afraid to open them. So Tony told me not to. I guess he's going to do it. But I would have put gloves on if I'd known. But you just don't. So if you're changing out your holiday decor right now to fall, be careful with the stuff that's got batteries in it. Because, that stuff's icky. But you can clean that stuff. You just take some rubbing alcohol, I think.
Vinegar works well for me.
Okay, vinegar to clean up that corrosion, and it should still work because it's not very corroded in there. I don't know why I was thinking corrosion was like rust. But, because I have seen batteries rust before too. So, we'll check back later.
Hey, so just jumping in here to tell you Amy's cutting up some chicken for tonight's supper. Look forward to that video coming soon, and hopefully I'm going to get the thing she was talking about put together, and see you guys a little bit later.
Alright, the chicken is in the oven, and I think it's going to be good. What do you think, babe?
Probably.
Yeah, it's a new recipe. Y'all see it probably next week. If it turns out. If it doesn't turn out, you'll never know. Well, you'll wonder, what happened to the chicken recipe? Anyway, so we'll check back in later. I don't even know why I told you I just put the chicken in the oven. You're probably like, who cares? But I did.
Alright, so just a little quick note here. We're going to have some green beans, great value, and some Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits, along with our chicken dish that you've been seeing Amy work on. So, be back shortly.
Look, we've caught Tony in his natural habitat.
Beside the dragon's habitat playing with Lego.
What you working on?
Well, I've got to do a completion video on my Harry Potter series. So I'm getting them all set up on a board. That way I can show them off. Unfortunately, I don't have enough pieces to give them all the nice little shelf look, so I'm gonna have to do something else. But
and this is, where's Blaze? Oh, there he is.
Blaze is hiding in his crevasse.
So we're just waiting on dinner to be done.
And
if you haven't checked out Tony, you can check him out on Tony's Brick House.
Well, not that kind of video.
You better not be checking him out.
Well, you won't be seeing me on there much, mostly my hands.
Oh. Isn't that a pretty picture up there? It reminds me of fall, so it stays up all year long.
Fall's a good time of year. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was just going to say, and there's some more little dudes. That's all you can see, though. You have to check it out on Tony's Brick House. And y'all saw some stuff in the floor there. I'm getting all the summer stuff put up. Here's Beardo. And Cole's back there in the back, chilling.
I'd say he was back there. Looks like he's, yep, his backside is in the rock. Beardo's thoroughly unamused by everything.
He's like, leave me alone. Get off my lawn. Don't you get off my lawn. There's Gideon. Hey, buddy. What's wrong with your ear? Why is it flat back? Said, Mommy, don't you know that's the style now?
Is that the style, Giddy buddy?
Gideon's like, when are we eating? It's hot in here. Probably because the oven's been on for
Probably.
so long. Yeah, we have this ongoing changing the thermostat. Tony puts it at a 75 and I wake up and I'm like, oh, what's it so hot in here? Oh, turn that down to 74. He's like, I don't know how you can tell the difference between 1 degree. See those curtains over there? We are getting, those curtains were here when we moved. And they're actually really cool if they worked. One side works. You pull a little string and it goes by itself. The other side don't work. Anyway, I'm gonna take those down. Put some other curtains up. Got the bird feeder out there. I love watching my birds. Anyway, we'll check back in later. Alright, we're fixing to sit down to dinner. That's what we're fixing to eat. Look forward to that recipe next week. And yeah, we'll check back in a little bit later tonight. Or maybe not, I'm not sure. It's getting a little late. But if we don't, you know the drill. If we do, we'll say it later.